lions, tigers, and jaguars are the best-known big cat breeds. However, most members of the Felid family are small wild cats that weigh under 50 pounds. Many types of wild cats prowl the forests, mountains, and jungles of the world. They vary in size, habitat, and fur type, but they share many traits. These wild felines are just as graceful and powerful as their larger cousins. As of 2017, there are 41 recognized species of wild cats. Here are 10 of the world's most unusual, stunning wild cats and some interesting facts about each. Before getting the video, let me ask you to like the video and subscribe the channel if you want to watch our all videos at first. Support us to make more interesting videos only for you. Number 1. Ocelot. The ocelot is one of the most beautiful wild cats in the world. This medium-sized cat can weigh up to 33 pounds and grows to about 3.5 feet long. It has a stunning, thick coat with dark spots that make it look like a miniature leopard. The ocelot has an extensive range that extends from the southwestern part of North America into South and Central America. An excellent swimmer, climber, and runner, the ocelot is an almost perfect predator. As a nocturnal animal, ocelots tend to be shy and hides away during the day. Their excellent eyesight allows them to hunt and stalk prey in the dark, and they communicate with other ocelots through quiet meows. They mostly hunt small animals on the ground, but have also been known to attack monkeys, turtles, anteaters, and even undersized deer. Number 2. Black-footed cat. This lovely cat is the smallest wild cat in Africa and one of the smallest wild cats in the world. In size and shape, it looks strikingly like a domestic cat. The black-footed cat has adapted to its habitat with furry feet that protect it from the hot sand. This cat has a reputation for fierceness, and it is considered the most successful hunter of all cats. It is an excellent climber and can jump 5 feet into the air. The first black-footed cat known to science was discovered in the northern Karoo of South Africa and described in 1824. It is endemic to the arid steppes and grassland savannas of southern Africa. It was recorded in southern Botswana, but only few authentic records exist in Namibia, in southern Angola, and in southern Zimbabwe. Due to its restricted distribution, it has been listed as a vulnerable species on the IUCN Red List since 2002. The population is suspected to be declining due to poaching of prey species for human consumption as bushmeat, persecution, traffic accidents, and predation by herding dogs. The black-footed cat has been studied using radio telemetry since 1993. This research allowed direct observation of its behavior in its natural habitat. It usually rests in burrows during the day and hunts at night. It moves between 5 and 16 kilometers on average in search of small rodents and birds. It feeds on 40 different vertebrates and kills up to 14 small animals per night. It can catch birds in flight, jumping up to 1.4 m high, and also dares to attack mammals and birds much heavier than itself. A female usually gives birth to 2 kittens during the southern hemisphere summer between October and March. They are weaned at the age of 2 months and become independent after 4 months of age at the latest. Number 3. Sand cat. One of the smallest of all the big cat breeds, the sand cat, Felis margarita, looks like a cute, cuddly domestic cat, but it thrives in a harsh desert habitat. It has an average weight of 6 to 8 pounds. Like the fennec fox, the sand cat is a samophile, which is an animal that thrives in the sand. It is native to the deserts, grasslands, and rocky valleys of the Middle East and North Africa. The temperatures where it lives are extreme. By day, they can reach 126 degrees Fahrenheit, but they drop to 23 degrees at night. The first sand cat known to scientists was discovered in the Algerian Sahara and described in 1858. To date, it has been recorded in several disjunct locations in Western Sahara, Morocco, Algeria, Niger, Chad, Egypt, the Arabian Peninsula, and the Middle East. In Central Asia, it was first recorded in the Caracal Desert in 1925. The large gap between these two regions of its global range was partially closed in 1948, when a sandcat skin was found in an oasis of the Rub al-Khali in Oman. It is discontinuously distributed in the deserts of the Arabian Peninsula and the Middle East. In the early 1970s, sand cats were caught in southwestern Pakistan and exported to zoos worldwide. Due to its wide distribution and large population, it is listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List. The sandcat usually rests in underground dens during the day and hunts at night. It moves 5.4 kilometers on average at night in search of small rodents and birds. It also kills and consumes venomous snakes. In spring, the female gives birth to 2 to 3 kittens, which become sexually mature around the age of 1 year. The sandcat's ecological requirements are still poorly understood, as only a few in-depth studies targeting wild sandcat populations have been conducted. Number 4. Snow leopard. The snow leopard is one of the most mysterious of the wild cats. These gorgeous cats are known for their snowy, spotted coats and bright blue eyes. Because they're elusive cats who live high in remote mountains, we know less about these than we do other types of wild cats. The snow leopard lives in the mountains of Central Asia at altitudes of 11,000 to 22,000 feet. It also hunts in the forests and grasslands at lower elevations. Number 5. Fishing cat. The fishing cat is native to Southeast Asia. The fishing cat stands out among other types of wildcats because it is a strong, skilled swimmer. It reaches a length of 4 feet and a weight of 11 to 35 pounds. The fishing cat gets its name for its ability to swim. Identification of a fishing cat is easy because of its partially webbed feet and thick, waterproof undercoat. These adaptations allow the fishing cat to swim well, even underwater. Most of its diet is fish, and it also eats small rodents. The fishing cat has a deep yellowish-gray fur with black lines and spots. 2 stripes are on the cheeks, and 2 above the eyes running to the neck with broken lines on the forehead. It has 2 rows of spots around the throat. The spots on the shoulder are longitudinal, and those on the sides, limbs and tail are roundish. The background color of its fur varies between individuals from yellowish tawny to ashy gray, and the size of the stripes from narrow to broad. The fur on the belly is lighter than on the back and sides. The short and rounded ears are set low on the head, and the back of the ears bear a white spot. The tail is short, less than half the length of head and body, and with a few black rings at the end. As an aquatic adaptation, the fur is layered. A short, dense layer provides a water barrier and thermal insulation, while another layer of protruding long guard hairs provides its pattern and glossy sheen. Number 6. Rusty spotted cat. This fierce little feline is native to India, Sri Lanka, and Nepal. This nocturnal feline may be the smallest wild cat in the world. Measuring under 2 feet in length, it looks like a tiny leopard with its spots, long tail, and pointed ears. Identification of the rust-spotted cat, as its name implies, is from the rust-colored spots on its fur. With its enormous eyes and tiny size, it looks utterly adorable, but this cat is a skilled predator. Number 7. Caracal. This unusual wild cat is easy to identify because of its unusual ears with long, hairy tufts. This beautiful wild cat has a lean, elegant body and reddish-golden fur. It may be the most beautiful of African big cat breeds. Caracals are native to North Africa and Egypt. There is evidence that the caracal was important culturally to the ancient Egyptians. The caracal stands about 1.5 to 2 feet tall and weighs from 20 to 45 pounds. Its preferred habitat is dry scrubland and grassland, where it is a deadly predator. Typically nocturnal, the caracal is highly secretive and difficult to observe. It is territorial, and lives mainly alone or in pairs. The caracal is a carnivore that typically preys upon birds, rodents, and other small mammals. It can leap higher than 3.0 m and catch birds in midair. It stalks its prey until it is within 5 m of it, after which it runs it down and kills its prey with a bite to the throat or to the back of the neck. Both sexes become sexually mature by the time they are 1 year old and breed throughout the year. Gestation lasts between 2 and 3 months, resulting in a litter of 1 to 6 kittens. Juveniles leave their mothers at the age of 9 to 10 months, though a few females stay back with their mothers. The average lifespan of captive caracals is nearly 16 years. Number 8. Pallas cat. The pallas cat is native to the mountains of Asia. Also known as the steppe cat or rock wildcat, it has been spotted in Iran, Pakistan, northern India, and China. Like the snow leopard, it has adapted to life at high altitudes and wintry weather. The pallas cat, however, is much smaller than a leopard. It grows up to 2 feet long and weighs about 10 pounds. This gorgeous wildcat has a stocky build and thick, fluffy fur. For a cat of small size, it has a wide territory, where it hunts pikas and other small mammals. The Pallas's cat was first described in 1776 by Peter Simon Pallas, who observed it in the vicinity of Lake Baikal. To date, it has been recorded across a large areal extent, albeit in widely spaced sites from Caucasus in the west to South Siberian mountains in the east. It inhabits rocky montane grasslands and shrublands, where the snow cover is below 15 to 20 centimeters. It finds shelter in rock crevices and burrows, and preys foremost on lagomorphs and rodents. The female gives birth to between 2 and 6 kittens in spring. Due to its widespread range and assumed large population, the Pallas's cat has been listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List since 2020. Some population units are threatened by poaching, prey-based decline due to rodent control programs, and habitat fragmentation as a result of mining and infrastructure projects. The Pallas's cat has been kept in zoos since the early 1950s. As of 2018, 60 zoos in Europe, Russia, North America and Japan participate in Pallas's cat captive breeding programs. Number 9. Jaguarundi. The jaguarundi is slightly larger than a domestic cat. They are native to Mexico, Belize, and other countries in Central and South America. The jaguarundi is a superb jumper who can leap more than 6 feet in the air to catch its prey. It moves swiftly and low to the ground, which allows it to hunt rabbits and small rodents. A jaguarundi weighs 8 to 16 pounds and has a solid brown or gray coat. Secretive and alert, the jaguarundi is typically solitary or forms pairs in the wild, though captive individuals are more gregarious. Unlike other sympatric cats such as the ocelot, the jaguarundi is more active during the day and hunts mainly during daytime and evening hours. Individuals live in large home ranges, and are sparsely distributed within a region. The jaguarundi is an efficient climber, but typically prefers hunting on ground. It feeds on various kinds of prey, especially ground-feeding birds, reptiles, rodents, and small mammals. Mating occurs throughout the year, with peaks at different times of the year across the range. After a gestation period of 70 to 75 days, a litter of 1 to 4 kittens is born. Lifespans of up to 15 years have been recorded in captivity. The jaguarundi inhabits a broad array of closed as well as open habitats ranging from tropical rainforests and deciduous forests to deserts and thorn scrubs. It is fairly common in Brazil, Peru, and Venezuela, but may be locally extinct in the United States. It is listed as least concern on the IUCN Red List, but populations are in decline in many parts of its range due to loss and fragmentation of habitat and persecution for killing poultry. Number 10. Iberian lynx. This beautiful wildcat, Lynx pardinus, has long, tufted ears and fluffy paws. It is native to the mountains of Spain, where it preys on rabbits, rodents, and other small mammals. The Iberian lynx almost became extinct, but a concerted conservation effort reintroduced lynxes that were bred in captivity. It has a fawn-colored coat with dark spots and long legs. An Iberian lynx weighs up to 35 pounds. By the turn of the 21st century, the Iberian lynx was on the verge of extinction, as only 94 individuals survived in 2 isolated subpopulations in Andalusia in 2002. Conservation measures have been implemented since then, which included improving habitat, restocking of rabbits, translocating, reintroducing and monitoring Iberian lynxes. By 2012, the population had increased to 326 individuals to 855 in 2020, and to 1,111 in 2021. That's all for today. See you in another video. If you enjoyed the video and found it informative, then please like the video and share it with your friends and social media. Never forget to subscribe the channel and press the bell icon next to it. Share the video if we earn it. Thanks for watching.